is a dream if you don't do it.
With a student. And you reach a place in the relationship where the vulnerability is so great that, and the trust is so great, and the comments you've given them, if they were having a problem in the song, whether it was, with support or pitch or whatever it was, and they went home and they really applied themselves. They really trusted what was the note given to them, took it seriously, and then come back. I've had times where I literally just started crying with my students because I know from the sound in their voice how vulnerable, trusting, how hard they worked that week, the changes they consciously made, and they're embodying the very thing where they wanted to arrive, and they're that in that moment. And I am so touched and so humbled, and so I had many times have broken into tears because it's
overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
I mean, it almost seems like quite literally it's the voice that allows the spirit, which is inner and hidden, you could say, out into the world.
Absolutely. Right? Their full voice, the full whole person, that essence person coming through the voice at that moment.
And it's understandable why that would be so frightening, right? Because you're totally, especially singing, but just even speaking, you're totally putting your core out into the world and sharing it.
Yeah.
And so, it's understandable why you might be worried about getting rejected, but holding the sorts of intimate spaces that you're talking about, that's where, in terms of practice or preparation or cultivation, that space needs to be held in order for the seed to grow, so to speak, right?
Absolutely. It is such an honor to be able to. It is. I just feel, when I have those moments, I'm having flashes right now. I mean, I can just think boom, 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 three different times, where just four, and just flashed just right in, where literally I just sat there and I tried not to make too much noise. I just tried to let the tears run down because I didn't want to interrupt their magical place.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so the reward of teaching, right? You give, like you're saying, you give what you would want to receive.
Absolutely, and you said it.
I think I wanted to get into a little bit of the nature of healing and tie that with music, tie that into vibrations. I wanted to know, from your experience with music, how much do you see it as a realistic healing force? How much potential does it have to heal humans in other ways that traditional medicine might not do it? What does it do? How much does it heal the emotion, which in turn heals the physiology? Is there something like that going on to it? I was wondering if you could speak about that a little bit. How much healing have you experienced in music, maybe firsthand or thirdhand?
Wow, what a great question. That's a big one, too. All-encompassing. I have seen... I'm just looking back. I'm looking at over like 25 years here. So I'm thinking of one instance where a man who had been raped, who had lost ability to even be able to sing. People who have been abused sexually many times are not able to match pitch.
Wow.
They do a lot of filtering, and actually this area and the reproductive area, they are very connected. So if someone has been shut down, shamed, shut down, humiliated, tortured, whatever, many times they'll lose their voice. So for them to have even glimmers, to have moments of experiencing their voice in a tuneful, in a free, in a unjudged, unshamed environment,
recalibrates the whole body.
Yeah.
Like a rejuvenation
It's,
kind of process,
well,
or healing kind of.
It is a release. It's a connection. It's a reconnection to themselves and their own voice in a way, and their energetics, their body, their spirituality, sensuality, everything. That's an extreme example. Another example might be an adolescent who is going through the angst of adolescence, yes, and maybe it's their first loss of love, and they are absolutely. I mean, this was their first time of falling in love, and they've lost. It's over, and it's the end of the world for them, and they absolutely. That song is going to save them. That song is going to save them, I'll tell you right now, because only that song that they choose, or that they write, or that they found on the radio and now they're singing, captures, it's the only thing that comes even close to capturing the vibration, the essence of that emotional experience.
Right.
And by meeting it, just like when people are sad, they want to go listen to the blues. They do not want to go perk me up.
So they want to resonate.
They resonate.
They want to look for...
It's about resonating.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so they're operating on a certain frequency, and they're looking for that other frequency somewhere else out there. When they find it, it's harmony.
When they find it...
It could be...
When they sing it.
When they sing it...
Well...
Is that singing it could be finding it, couldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, when they find it, what's happening is now something is resonating with them in such a way that they feel there's a whole understanding, a completion, an alignment that helps them actually release.
Okay. So talking about resonance here, and I really want to stay in the realm of spirituality, because we've had so many people on and give us their definitions of spirituality. I was wondering if you could give us your definition, give us your signature on the term, the cloud of spirituality, what it means for you, just so people know where you're coming from. So they have the context when you say the word. It's not just the word being tossed around. It actually has, meaning from this person. That's what we were talking to today.
Spirituality. That is one of those big words,
the
looming term.
It is, but we're giving you, room to give you your spin off it, and then so now people have the context behind whenever we're talking about here.
My spirituality for me is, I guess, just an understanding that I don't understand everything.
Okay.
That there is something much greater that I can't quite put my finger on, but I know it's present, and it's all present, and it is presence. And when I am teaching, making music, creating, if I surrender to that, to my spirituality, to this understanding about something greater, a deeper understanding, a deeper knowing, a deeper presence, then I feel I teach better, I listen better, I communicate better, I feel more at peace, and that's where I want to live, and that's where I want to come from, and I want to experience as much of that yum as I can. Yeah.
Right. I like that. It's sort of knowing that we don't know. It's embracing the mystery, the beautiful mystery that
Very
we're all
Socrates.
a part of. And I think for some people it's music that helps them sort of express the beauty of that mystery. Because
That's
I mean, tell me if this is wrong, but it would seem as though you're not even sure where it's coming from when you're really belting it out, right?
When you are there, you're just there. And if you knew where you were, you wouldn't be there.
Right.
I guess it's the best way
So
I
it's
can
like
say
letting go in order to arrive at this beautiful overflowing.
Exactly. And
experience.
it's interesting because I've had some kids, I have some students right now who even at their young age can go so far in their being in that place, in that kind of
Flow?
no mind, but
No
flow
mind.
place, no mind, flow, and presence,
Right.
that they'll, when they come out of it, they might be in mid-song, in a mid-phrase, and they'll be like, and they don't know where they are. They don't really know, what's the next phrase? They'll go, where's the next phrase? I'll say, it's okay, it's cool.
Right.
You were just so present with what you were doing, and then you got pulled out.
Right.
You went into
Shows
mind.
how fragile it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
wow,
And that's what I'm saying. It's a very vulnerable place.
We're talking about maybe approaching things from a place of mind and then a place of no mind. I was wondering, I've heard the term